So on this video we want to talk about hex, so hexadecimal. So hexadecimal is a base 16 number system. Computers do not read hex, but humans read it very well. So humans quite like to use hex because it's a shorter notation, and maybe we'll see why that's the case in a while. So we've got base 16, so therefore we've got all the symbols 0 to 9, which are nice, and they're just 0 to 9. In the same way, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then we've got some other symbols that we need to make up to 16. So A becomes 10, and we use B for 11, and C for 12, D for 13, E for 14, and finally F for 15, because we've now got 16 symbols, F being 15, and we've still got 0, so 0 to 9 and A to F. So when you're doing a question in the exam, I always think it's better to just write down this table like this to say, I've got A's 10 and B's 11, and I know we could just remember it in our head, but actually it kind of prevents us from making mistakes. So I always like to see that written down, and I would do it myself just to remind me what I'm doing. So maybe we would do a conversion. So perhaps you might get a question which says something like, convert the hex number FA into binary. So into binary, we could do this. The way that we could do this is simply just by writing down our positions, and each 4 binary positions represents 1 character in hex. So my character in hex, you can represent it by these 4 binary digits, and the reason for that is that we've got 16 different combinations of binary numbers in 4 bits. So if I was to represent A, I'm looking up on my table over here, A is 10, so I've got 1 8 and 1 2, and that's 10. So that's my first bit of representing A. So then I also want to represent F, so I'm going to write down the same numbers, 8, 4, 2, 1. And F, if I look up on my table, is 15. So to represent that, I need an 8 and a 4 and a 2 and a 1. So my whole number is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. And that's just representing a number in binary when you've been given it in hexadecimal. So we're just converting from hexadecimal into binary.